Traveling has never been this simple in the Gambia. Oh yes, you don't need to visit the GTSC depot just to get a ticket. Just download the Yona Wallet app today and enjoy hassle-free bookings. With Yona Wallet, you can buy your GTSC bus ticket right from your phone, anytime, anywhere. From Kanifing to Dakar, Dakar to Banjul, or upcountry routes like Kanifing to Basse and Basse to Banjul, Yona Wallet has you covered. No queues, no stress. Just safe, fast, and convenient ticketing at your fingertips. Choose comfort. Choose convenience. Choose GTSC with Yona Wallet. Yona Wallet. Your money, your way. GTSC. Moving the nation forward. For more information, please call 1124 or 221-1668.
Jamano Money Transfer Bureau de Change, your go-to option when it comes to money transfer. With Jamano, you can send money from anywhere in the world to your family and loved ones in the Gambia and be sure the funds will be delivered to them within the shortest time possible. For your convenience, funds sent through Jamano Money Transfer can be picked from all the banks and multiple other financial institutions, including Ajib Bank, Trust Bank, GT Bank, Mega Bank, Basic Bank, Reliance Financial Services, and Approved Services. Visit our head office at Bruceby opposite AfricMed next to Trust Bank Limited or email us at info@jamanomt.com. You can as well call us on 310-3050 or 310-3051 or yet still 733-0688. Our opening hours are 8 a.m. to 8 p.m. Monday to Saturday and 9 a.m. to 4 p.m. on Sunday. Jamano Money Transfer, your most trusted money transfer service where customer satisfaction is paramount. When you think of a simple, fast, and reliable money transfer, think Jamano Money Transfer.
Agada. Albaka.
Mbaka important.
Yo, nga transfer la sto.
Ya transfer la sto.
Ha, code nyenje.
Okay. What's that? Nsila ID soto.
Sorry. Agada.
Bijan bro.
Albaka.
Mbaka.
Bara Allah service o tariya. Mbare ki janna nun kunu bara tariya.
Jannom yona forest de bureau. Gambia tonkon na no mbari ya bere. Birim koyna fo kato.
Bari si kodo kino kato ni fo bolong blabe.
56 branches mola soto Gambia jam.
Ha?
Gambia kono ani Gambia bantala bankol. Nko kodo kiya bere. Kodo sifa fo falindiro fo nyaadi lafta memmen na kodi topoto nin kodi maraw. Jannom number 1 di nyonta. Andum fana nata anoda enterprise sotale. Wolam nyindi ko domorol fana kol fana be firale le dadi man domorol dil fana beteat. Gambia dawda yalo ngam fa kendol sotale je.
Wo moyo diat ha.
Apelenta
baraka ba. Ni lafta nyelen kendol e bina.
Yalo bukani la ko la baraka ba.
Yalo ndel chosano lo.
Abaraka.
Oil is Gambia's leading dealer when it comes to fuel and has made it a duty to satisfy our customers at all costs. Vehicle owners and drivers need not to worry about getting quality and affordable fuel anymore. That is the reason we have our branches spread all over the country for easy access. For good and clean fuel, the only place to go is Oil. Your need for good and durable petrol, gasoline and kerosene has been covered by Oil, so you need not to worry. Walk to any of our branches and get served to satisfaction. With Oil, your satisfaction is our priority. That is why we have branches at your doorstep to make accessibility easy for you. With our professional and friendly staff, we can assure you satisfaction. To get the best fuel for your engines, the only place to go is Oil. With Oil, it's all enjoyment. That is why we are offering you low charges at our stations on the Coastal Road and Banjul. For more information, you can call 770-8080, 322-9070, 714-7273, or 387-1321. Ja Oil, the pride of the nation.
Hello and welcome to the brunch on Kerfatu Live. Now, as we build up to the December presidential elections, all political parties, fresh or old ones, are all flexing their muscles to come out with their messages towards the elections. One party, of course, the former governing People's Progressive Party, PPP, have undergone tremendous changes since the return of democracy in 2017. First, interim chairman then, Omar Amadou Jallow, gave way, which led to a national congress, which was won by Papa Njai. Well, of course, the other side, led by Bakari Bunja Dabo, a former vice president, put up a legal case against that. Well, Mr. Dabo has since walked away to form his own Gambia for All political party. And Papa Njai has since left, been appointed Gambia's High Commissioner to Nigeria, and made, or perhaps Keba Jallow was made leader of the party, Secretary General, if you like. Well, in the last Congress of the party, Keba Jallow was himself defeated at an election by Madike Fall, who is now the bona fide recognized head or Secretary General of the political party, the PPP. Now, the PPP has a lot of interest since, like I said, it was the party that led Gambia to independence. So many people, therefore, are interested in the party's development. In the last couple of days, though, the party has come back into the news in two ways, and we're going to discuss those two topics in the studio with Luther Kamaso, is now vice chairman of the board of trustees for the party, and Karafa Sambu is the deputy treasurer of the party. So these two topics are one. Not long ago, it was said that the PPP has either merged with the group led by one Sao, what is his first name again? Sekou Sao, in a process that made Sekou Sao the flag bearer. Then, of course, not long ago now, we also heard that a court has asked the PPP to pay IEC $5,000 after they lose a case, or after they lost a case against the IEC. Those two we need clarification from. And what is the standing of the PPP in the run-up to the elections? Perhaps that will be the last topic. So I start with Karafa, perhaps, to give us the details. Karafa, is the PPP, is Sekou Sao the PPP flag bearer, as many people were made to understand, or is it that the PPP will come up with their own flag bearer? Just tell us, has the PPP merged with Sekou Sao's group, or the PPP is going to go into the election solo? Clarify this, please.
Thank you, Mr. Lamin Cham. Thank you, the viewers. Greetings to everybody.
Yeah.
I think I will start by saying flashback of my last sitting here.
Okay.
I told you that PPP has come to contest all elections. I don't know whether you remember.
Yes, I can remember that. Yeah.
And looking at the history, we've did so.
Oh.
You understand? We've contested the by-election in Banjul.
Okay.
Not so?
Yes.
And now...
The council by-election.
The council by-election. And now this is presidential.
Yeah.
Now, to say that Sehu Shaho, whether he is our flag bearer, I will not say no, I will not say yes.
But you have to say something clear.
That is where I'm coming.
The public was told that he is the flag bearer.
After PPP saying we'll contest all elections, PPP has a constitution which has formalities in whatever position you want to follow. Now, the position of flag bearership, there is a format, and now if you look at the media, we've put forward an application for whosoever that is interested in applying for that position is welcome, and that application will end. Today is Saturday.
Yeah.
Okay. Now, Sehu Saho, he is an aspiring candidate of the PPP flag bearer. That does not mean that anybody who has the interest of being flag bearer and you are a PPP, you don't have the chance.
So it is not conclusive that Mr. Sao is your flag bearer.
No.
So how did that come about? Take us that back. How did you come in touch with Mr. Sao's movement?
Good. The PPP's constitution have what is called, has a clause that talks about a coalition. But the PPP constitution did not have anything like merger. You understand? Sehu Shaho has come to join with his team, has come to join the PPP.
Oh.
Looking at his speech.
Oh, okay.
At the press conference. And he is a member of the PPP. He has a membership card.
But then he belongs to another organization.
Yeah, but that does not mean that you don't have the right. What does the constitution say? You have the right to join any party you want.
Exactly.
That organization, is it a registered political party?
Well, not yet.
Not
yet.
We
haven't heard from the IEC.
By listening, looking at what Sehu Saho said, he said he tried to register his party, but there was challenges.
The Golden Era Party.
The Golden Era Party. There was challenges. So he decided to come and join the PPP so that his intention for the country will come forward.
Will continue.
Will continue.
But in the Golden Era, if they had been successfully registered, he was going to be almost certainly the flag bearer, the leader.
But he said it. He said it in the interview. Even now, if IEC happened to register his party, that will not change his fate.
Or he will still be with the PPP.
That's what he said.
Is that as long as PPP recognize him as leader? Or?
Obviously. Which we, the executive, have already. But that does not mean that...
You at the executive level have made up your mind that he should be the flag bearer.
Exactly. But the party as a whole have a process, and that is what he's going through. And that process is, you have to apply, and if you apply, every constituency, every region, you'll be nominated by 10 registered members of the party.
What happens if you people have already, at the executive level, endorsed him? What chance do you think others may have through this process, when you, the leaders, have already almost concluded that he should be?
We did not endorse him. We are trying to follow our mandate that PPP will contest all elections. And it is the job of the executive to make sure that mandate comes through.
So that's even internally?
Even internally. So, and that does not close the doors of anybody. You, Lamin Cham, if you are a PPP, if you have the membership card and you want to contest the same position, you are given the chance.
Yeah, but if the decision makers, the key top decision makers, have made up their mind on somebody, what's the meaning? That process meaningless.
The conclusion goes to the NEC,
the National Executive
Executive Committee.
Oh, they have an independent function.
Of course.
So even if the executive
Even
committee,
the central central committee,
even if they favor somebody, but if the
when
national
it goes to
executive-
the NEC has a decision.
Okay.
Yes.
So now it's clear.
Exactly.
So even though SAO is favored by the executive, but the National Executive Committee
Yes.
still have the last
Which comprises of all the constituencies represented by three members.
and they have an independent.
They have an
They are
independent
independent
function.
of the executive.
Exactly.
Okay. So you have to make this clear because the media statements seem to suggest that it's not still clear. Is Sehu and his era who came to you to seek some sort of a collaboration, and you welcome and accommodate him for a potential party leadership, or you are the one who reached out to him to come together and work?
You know, PPP, it's a party of inclusion. You understand? We don't go looking for people to join the party. We've opened up our minds for everybody to come because this party was not formed in the State House. It was formed by the people.
Yeah, obviously.
So obviously, anybody who knock on our doors are open. And Sehu Saho and his party knock on our doors and we welcome them. They told us their plans and we knew that their plans and our plans are in the same direction. The name Golden Era, it's just to make so the PPP goes to that Golden Era. It's the same direction. So we've opened up our arms and they told us what they want. And what they told us was in line with our constitution. It is not a coalition. It is not a merger, because when you know the definition of a coalition and a merger.
Yeah.
A coalition is two independent bodies having one agenda. And when that one agenda is completed, those bodies could go back to their own independent organization.
Yeah, which is what everybody thought this corporation is. So
Here you come. That is why you can see Sehu Saho bought a membership card to be a bona fide member of PPP. That is what the public should understand.
He bought that before he came up with this idea?
Of course. Because when we start the conversation, he registered before even going for that press conference.
No, did he register before the formation of the Golden Era?
No. He did not register before the Golden. The Golden Era was registered long time, maybe I don't know.
So he registered to be PPPs so that he can pave the way for him to be able to engage the PPP as a member.
PPP is like a religion. You don't need to say you can get in now.
Yeah, Jawara has
somebody that is in the PPP centuries and the person
Jawara,
that gets in now have equal rights.
Typical Jawara.
So that is why we are giving Sehu Saho the equal rights because he is a member.
What do you make of Antiduta? What do you understand about this collaboration?
Thank you, Mr. Cham. The PPP is a party that belongs to all Gambians. Sekou Saho is a Gambian and all his followers are Gambians.
Absolutely.
In our constitution, as Karafa has highlighted, our doors are open for every Gambian to be a member of the PPP. And as far as you are a member of the PPP and you have the potentials for any position within the PPP party, and you opt for it, there will be dialogue. And through that dialogue, we will come to a consensus. Yeah.
So how is this process? How did it come about? The Golden Era founder, now a potential PPP flag bearer.
Yes, let me explain something that people are even misunderstanding. In our PPP constitution, we have what you call the Secretary General and Party Leader of the party, who is Honorable Madike Fall, the gentleman, a perfect gentleman. Now, we also have the position of a flag bearer.
Yes. So the two are different in
This
your,
is what
in
people
your
are
setup.
even misunderstanding. And I would beg
Yeah,
you,
because it is-
I would beg you to allow me sometime during this conversation for us to speak to Gambians in our
We will
Gambian
come to that
language.
towards the end.
Yes,
Towards
please,
the end.
if you can do that.
Towards the end.
So these are two different positions.
But the problem is, it was never like that in the PPP. The Secretary General was always the flag bearer.
Now, Lamin, let me tell you.
Sadauda Jawara.
Let me tell you something. Don't compare Sadauda with anybody. In those days, Sadauda was exceptional. And I am saying this proudly. I'm proud of him. May his soul rest in peace. He was exceptional. And at that time, we have what we call in PPP, solidarity, sensitization, solidarity, and we all used to rise together. But in this present generation, people are power hungry. Yes, people are. So they have no regard for anything. As long as they want to become this, they make sure they become that.
So I want to be clear. You, in your new setup now, the Secretary General can be different from the flag bearer.
Exactly. Exactly. Okay. It can
Just
be.
like the others would say.
Now, let me tell you something. You said it was like that in the PPP era. Constitutions change. We are trying to change the constitution of the Gambia. Are we not?
Well, yeah,
The
because
1997 constitution, we are trying to change it. Why are we changing it? Why are we defining it? Because we have to come to realize that this may not be right, this may be right. That's why we are changing the constitution.
well, you know, it's because so many political parties have said this, that, okay, our Secretary General leader may not be the flag bearer. But in practical terms, it never happened.
Yeah, because maybe I'm not applying to anybody. For PPP, the party does not belong to the Secretary General or the flag bearer. Or even if you become the president, you are not the owner of the party. You may be the head of state, but you may not be the owner of the PPP. If you take ownership of something, that is when you tell people, I must be this, I must be that, otherwise you cannot do this. Come on, we are all Gambians. We all have the same constitutional right. Gambians should know their right. Constitutionally, we should know our right. How can one individual own a political party? That is ownership you are telling me.
Well, it used to be, traditionally, it used to be...
Traditionally,
it
we
used
are,
to be-
we are changing that tradition.
For example, it was unthinkable for anybody to say Sadauda should step aside for somebody, even though he himself said it. But we followed what happened in Mansakongo in 1991 December when he said, well, I'm thinking of stepping aside in this coming election. You know what happened? The party nearly split into two.
Come on, Cham, Mr. Cham, just be honest with me. We are now in the what, 24th century?
Yeah.
That was when?
That was some 40 years ago. But then,
Exactly. Time has changed. Life has changed. Situation has changed. The world is moving faster. Gambia has to move.
so let's still clarify this. So what I understand from you is that, okay, the association with New Era's Sekou Sao is just that you have identical purpose.
Exactly.
And he has expressed his willingness to work the PPP, and you, at least at the executive level, have found him to be a potential
Candidate.
flag bearer.
Yes.
All right. So the process, however, will have to go through the normal process.
Exactly.
And then the National Executive Committee will decide. But as far as you are concerned, or that I mean the executive, you think that he's the right man.
He's a potential candidate. There's no doubt about that.
Okay, Sambu. Now, when you take people, go back a little bit, people who said this party has really, the PPP, has really derailed, like in the sense that they believe from the word go, when democracy was restored, the PPP had a first National Congress since the overthrow of Jawara. They believe that the election that took place, you were not there, you were probably not concerned at the time, maybe Auntie Duta might be involved, but then at the time, the election that happened between Papanjai and Bakari Dabo. I mean, this is coming to be twice that PPP elections, maybe 3 times, has gone to the courts. People said the problem has to do with the real people who should have owned the party, or who should probably provide better leadership and better, let me say, networking or connection with the party's traditional supporters are not there. They consider all of you as strangers to the PPP. How do you make of that?
Okay, let me comment.
Yeah.
I want you to omit the word honesty. There is nobody.
Let's say association.
Who owns PPP?
No, let's say, okay, for example.
Yes, who associates with PPP? Fine. But they are all Gambians. We are all Gambian citizens. Papanjai and Bibi Dabo went through election during our Congress.
You were there?
I was there. I fully participated. You know me.
So what happened then? Because we know that Papanjai was declared the winner. But
what happened was we counted the votes. IEC was there. We confirmed the votes. And Bibi Dabo accepted the votes. He accepted them. I was there. Nobody can tell me I was not there. I was there as anybody. To my amazement, we were sued by Bibi. Now, I will ask myself, if I, Dr. Kamaso, am a bona fide member of PPP, and I contest an election, and I did not win, who am I to take that party that I belong to, sincerely, to court?
Well,
now let me come in. We went through the course. Let's do that, because for me, that one is a done deal.
But the people said that's
no,
wait.
We went through the courts, and then whatever happened, it was resolved. And to my amazement, Bibi formed his own political party. Was he interested in being the political leader of the PPP, or was he interested in PPP as an individual member of PPP, as a Gambian citizen? Can Gambians ask themselves that question? I will leave the people to ask that question.
Well, Bakari, of course, came up with, at some point they abandoned the whole idea. But what they wanted to prove at the court, as we heard from them, was that they believed that the whole process was not, was not fair. People were made delegates who are not bona fide PPP. I mean, those were the claims. But like you said, that's have all gone. So Bakari Dabo went to form the Gambia for All. But that did not stop PPP being contested, in courts again. Then came Papanjai, he left. Keba came. I mean, there was a congress that Tumanjai attended. Tumanjai also protested and had to go to court, I think, at some point, to prove that the process in that congress in Fulabantang, I think it was in Bekamaba, was not proper. So why is it that PPP is now prone to legal battles of leadership? I mean, doesn't this definitely tarnish either the image of the party or the people in charge? What do you make of that? Can I get to Karafa now?
Yeah. Mr. Lamin, I think if we use the word the Congress did not end up properly, then we should ask IEC. Because whenever IEC is present in every Congress and they conclude, I think that is where people will conclude to say that, yeah, the Congress is proper. This all boils to Gambians don't want a change. They are just hungry of power. Yes. All Gambians. Even in household. If you don't lead something, you don't want to assist or even follow. So this is a weakness for us in the Gambia. According to the history you're talking about, the first Congress, Bibi accepted defeat because IEC accepted those results, and everybody there accepted those results. He came back,
But maybe found other evidences, new evidence.
Yes, those evidence. I'm coming. Those evidences are these people are new. They are not PPP, and that is what Gambians should stop. What does PPP says? If you are today and you meet someone there, you are all equal, and there is nobody to say these people are not PPP. And who, like she said, PPP belongs to Gambian. It is a party that is formed by the people. So anybody who is from GFA now, I want to join PPP now and has a membership card now and want to contest all elected position in the PPP, passing through the process, he is qualified. You cannot say he's not a PPP, therefore, and that is the problem with Bibi Dabo, that Papa Njai is just coming new, he cannot take care. No,
I think Bibi said the process. It does. People, it's outsiders who said, well, who could compare Bakari and Papa in terms of PPP, in terms of being in the PPP, because obviously Bakari had got up to vice president, and people thought perhaps he, rather than Papa Njai, can reconnect the people to the PPP than Papa, whose name was relatively new. That's what people thought anyway. But Bakari didn't say that. What Bakari and his people said was the process that led to the Congress. They later found out that it was fraudulent, and that's what they wanted to contest anyway. But then that has since gone. Bakari, like Auntie Duda said, Bakari's case is gone.
It's gone.
The PPP has come to revolve, but that did not stop the same thing coming up. So let's forget Bakari.
I was coming there.
Let's go to when it came to Keba. And Auntie Duda had always been there. When it came to Keba from Papa, we have seen Tumanjai came up with the same problem, that the delegates that were organized at the Brikama Congress was fraudulent as well.
Let me comment.
So what does this tell us then?
Let me tell you something. It is just unfortunate. It's unfortunate that we have these court cases you're talking about.
In fact, we are coming to the third one that we have not finished.
Everything depends on the individuals involved. Left alone to PPP, we have a process where we stick together as a family and we discuss our issues and we come to an agreement. Now, if these two people fail to adhere to that, what can PPP do? You have the right to go to the court if you want. Anybody has the right to go.
Can't it be argued that they have a point? Bakari Dabo and Tuma.
You cannot say that. Nobody can say that. Only we who witness what happened is what I told you.
I think Tuma won part of the case.
I was not there. I cannot tell you anything about it.
The court actually granted one part of what she was.
Yeah, the part that Tuma won was that the PPP has no right to expel him out of the party.
Yeah, to expel her, yes.
Yeah, to expel her out of the party.
Yeah.
But her saying that the Congress did not go well.
Yeah, was dismissed by the
Congress.
But in any case,
what happened with Tuma? Tuma marched out with her delegates out of the election, whilst IEC is seated.
Protesting that something has gone wrong.
Protesting that
something had gone
the mode of voting that by hand, Tuma said let it be
secret ballot.
Secret ballot. But the PPP agreed that it has to be by hand. And that is what we stood on.
But what is in your position?
By hand.
Did we forget the secret ballot that it used to do or what?
No, the secret ballot was discussed. But in the constitution, it was by hand.
Okay.
And up till now, that's what we do.
Okay. All right. So Tuma found problem with that.
Found problem. He said, if that's so, she's marching out with his people.
Because she felt that was not going to be transparent. People will be
shy. People will be shy because elders are there. People like the late OJ are there. So OJ seeing me voting against him, it might. So these are the these are the things.
She has a point.
Of course, she has a point. But there was that point in the constitution.
Okay, all right. That was her point.
And
the other found that she shouldn't be expelled. She won half of the case anyway.
Exactly.
But anyway, that's court case number 2 against the PPP.
Tuma herself said it. She said, I'm PPP, and she's back in PPP. She's in PPP.
Okay, I understand very well. That's court case 2 in PPP since the return of Democrats.
Okay.
Now let's go straight to this one that's coming. A few days ago, we had in the newspapers from the court, a court report, that the court had asked the PPP to pay IEC $5,000 for the fact that, one Keba Jallo being the leader,
was the leader.
Well, yes, was the leader. He was the one who took, the court file said PPP. That's why journalists are saying PPP, because the court case said PPP.
Yes.
But now you came out, the party PPP came out to say, well, the court case that been referred to was a suit filed by Keba Jallo in his individual capacity against the leadership, or in fact against the IEC for recognizing Madike Fall
as the leader
before, according to him, the process of a dispute between among the dispute over leadership is settled. So the crux of the matter is Keba Jallo said the IEC was wrong in recognizing Madike Fall until the dispute of leadership was established, was conclusive. Okay, the court now said, no, that is wrong. The IEC is right in doing that. In other words, the court sided with IEC's decision in declaring Madike Fall as the leader. The court established that. But Keba failed in his attempt to stop an injunction. In fact, he filed an injunction to stop the process, to stop the IEC from declaring Madike Fall, leader of the party. He failed in that injunction. And also, he failed in saying that the IEC shouldn't have done. So the court awarded $5,000 to the IEC. All right. But
paid by who?
Should be paid by the PPP. Because the case file said PPP. So what are you going to do now? What do you make of this case? What do you understand about this case? Antidura.
First and foremost, I told you that we have a secretariat which has a secretary to the bureau. All correspondence goes through that secretary. Now, I am asking this question. Where did this letter come from? And who wrote it and who signed it?
You mean the suit he filed on behalf of the PPP?
Yes.
He must have used PPP document. But
whose signature? It must be... Come on. Somebody must have signed it.
She was Secretary General. He was Secretary General. He could have signed it himself.
Well, he signed it, but he's not Secretary General now. You have said it yourself. He was Secretary General. I don't think it was intelligent of him. When after IEC has declared Madike Fall as the leader of and Secretary General of the party, for him to go behind Madike Fall and write a letter on behalf of the party.
Maybe that's because, according to you, the PPP, he allegedly refused to hand over the party's materials.
Yeah, which we just...
Has this not been handed over?
No, he hasn't handed over anything.
So maybe the court
not a single piece of...
Maybe the court is right. The court received papers in the name of the PPP.
I don't know. I want to see this letter.
That's why the court said PPP. The court case said the case name is PPP versus IEC.
But anybody can write that. What I am saying, we have a secretariat, Lamin.
So who's going to pay this?
I have no idea. I have no idea.
Therefore, you are the treasurer.
And I don't want to know.
You are the deputy treasurer.
Nobody.
Who's going to pay
We
this?
are not going to tell you we are going to pay that. We are not paying
Let me talk to the
that.
treasurer.
Karafa cannot say we are paying that.
No,
we are not aware.
He is the deputy
The
treasurer.
PPP secretariat is not aware, and
Karafa,
it is the secretariat
who is going to pay
who
the
authorizes Karafa to make any
The
payment.
court said PPP should pay.
No, we are not paying.
You will be held of contempt of court.
Exactly.
It's the responsibility of the party to prove to the people, to prove to Gambians and even to the court.
In this case, the court.
Yes, to prove to the court that it is not us, since IEC confirmed our Congress at the first time and said Madike Fall is the winner. Therefore, every address should be under the responsibility of the new executive. You understand?
Yeah.
So if the former party leader refuses to hand over, that is rebellion.
No, what I'm saying, the court, as far as the court is concerned,
That's where I'm coming.
the court may have received documents
That is
in the name of the people.
That is what I'm saying. We will go to the courts because we are in that process.
So you will challenge the verdict.
We will not. I will not use the word challenge.
Yeah, you can legally
Okay.
You can legally challenge. You can disagree.
Yeah, we can disagree.
You may have a right
with
to
the
appeal
court
as well.
That is not the PPP, the bona fide PPP,
exactly, yeah.
because it was a transition, and the transition was not possible because the former party leader refuses to hand over.
So in other words,
and if we want to follow him, we will not be to where we are today.
In other words, before you, fire all your bullets, what your party's position is, you are going to appeal against.
We will.
And then you will submit reasons why you think it's not the party who should pay for it.
It is not the first. It is not the party that dragged IEC to court.
Well, the court documents said PPP.
Which PPP at what period? After the Congress, where IEC confirmed that Madikefal is the leader, or before confirming Madikefal?
So, in other words, you want to believe that the court should have been in position to know that okay, this file is this suit is been filed at a time when this Keba
by a disgruntled leader.
No. It may not be called disgruntled. The court doesn't go like that way.
Okay.
The court is not interested in your internal politics.
Okay.
Exactly.
But then the court, you are saying, should be in position to know that okay, at the time of filing this suit, the IEC has already declared that this guy is a bona fide. Right?
Perfect.
All right.
Yes.
So maybe Keba is putting up, a case in his own capacity.
Wonderful.
So you mean you would be comfortable if the court says Keba Jallo should pay IEC? That's what you put.
This is what is going to happen.
Yeah, but if the court got documents that suggests that Keba is acting as a member of the PPP, that's where the issue is.
Yeah, I think there is a chance for the courts to also give the real PPP to prove whether we are the people.
Okay, it's not between you, it's the IEC and the court. So the court believed that the IEC acted properly. That's what it is.
They did.
Yes, the only problem now is the court said it is PPP. So you are trying to say, no, court is not PPP, it's Keba Jallo in his own.
Yeah, Mr. Cham, I don't think it's even logical for PPP to go for a Congress and after Congress drag IEC to court over
its own leadership.
Yeah.
But the court may, I told you the court is not involved in your internal politics.
That's true.
So the court may have acted on the documents before
that they've received.
Yes.
And that is what I'm saying.
So the only course of action you can do is to challenge it legally and prove where you think it is Keba instead of the party is liable. Who is liable?
And that is what our rejoinder has indicated.
Yes.
So it's very clear in the rejoinder that this is not PPP because every document signed by PPP should pass through the real bodies, the channel of the PPP leadership. And where does that court case went through? Which leader, which bona fide leader? Is it the leader that was defeated or the sitting leader?
No, the case is trying to say that there was an injunction.
Yes.
Like Keba wants the court to stop, you will not call the swearing in, but the recognition of Mr. Madikefal, while, according to him, a certain procedures that he thought were fraudulent, those complaints are addressed and conclusions made.
After 1 year.
That's what he wants the court to do, but he failed in that.
After 1 year.
And also he wants the court not to declare until those things are done. So he had two prayers. That is, one, let the court not declare, let the IEC not declare until it's ready, and the court should put an injunction.
But don't forget that the IEC has already declared Madikefal as.
That's what he is telling you.
Well, it has already been done.
That's what he is telling you in court. That's what the court did. But anyway, what does this make PPP looks in the eyes of the people? Don't you think these kind of things really put people off who might have great respect for the PPP? And that's why I said, people said, look, the PPP had fallen into wrong hands since that Congress back in 2017 or 2018.
Mr. Cham, if there is no challenge, there'll be no progress in any situation. I believe this is what is making PPP stronger. Yes, because Keba's resistance might be too much for him, but it is a sign to show that PPP is democratical, but also the way we are taking the democracy, it is not to that level. We need to be content and be lovers of our own nation.
And accept defeat.
And accept defeat. That is the problem of most of us in this country. We don't want to be content. We don't want to accept defeat and hungry power.
Hungry for power.
Hungry of power. So this is what is affecting us. But these challenges for any political party, it just need maturity to solve it. But I don't think it is hindering. It is not a big thing for PPP. It is not a big thing for PPP.
Yeah.
Here to solve it is just to go to the court and challenge the court that it is not PPP that dragged IEC to court. It is somebody within the PPP who does not want to accept defeat that drag PPP to court, that drag IEC to
we
court.
would like to hear from
May I add
Keba
something,
Jallow.
Mr. Cham? PPP is moving fast. We are moving.
Even with all this problem.
Yes, we are. If we were dormant and we were not doing anything, and we were quiet and people said PPP is done, would Keba be doing all what he is doing right now? Would he be interested in PPP?
No.
Or maybe
Gambians must ask them. No, they must ask themselves.
maybe he is, according to his own view, fighting the improper way he was removed. In his view.
Why fight a party that you belong to, you truly belong to? Why? And Lamin, let me tell you something. PPP is not, let this be clear to Gambia. PPP is not the only political party who has internal issues.
Of course, we
All political parties are. I am not naming any party. I don't come here.
I can.
Okay,
we saw it in the UDP.
I don't come
and
here.
And the NPP, Keba Madi, they have youth president left.
Good.
I can say it. You can say.
I don't talk about other parties. I'm talking about PPP.
But
and I want people to understand that PPP has the same problems or issues as any other political party in the Gambia.
Like who?
Anyone you can name. You are a journalist. You know them better than me. What I want to tell Gambians is that PPP is the only democratic party who goes through Congress no matter what problems they may have. But we ensure that we abide by the rules and regulations of IEC. We go through Congress. We conduct our Congress, whether with hardship, difficulty, court case or whatever, and we are still here. And I am telling Gambian people that PPP belongs to the Gambian people. Let them come to PPP and let them take PPP to State House in 2026.
Wow, that even to the neutral observer, that will be a tall order. But since you have expressed such a desire, let me ask you, how are you going to achieve that? Are you going to go solo or are you going to join some sort of
We are going to go with all Gambians, every individual Gambian who has Gambia at heart, who want to see the Gambia become a better developed country, who want to see the Gambia get rid of. Mark you, people we are complaining. We are complaining of many issues. Good. And to tackle those issues, we really need to go for change. And the change is PPP. Yes, it is. You know me.
Yes, sir. How are you going to achieve this change, this victory? Are you going to go, because the air is filled with commotion about what sort of coalition, opposition coalition should come, or whether it will come at all. And the opposition are divided. I mean, the opposition is divided from the look of it.
Lamin, we are in the media.
What is the PPP's position on that?
We are in the media. No party in this country can go solo and win this in this situation.
The NPP, perhaps. But even there, they needed APRC and all the other parties they call Grand Coalition.
That is why Auntie is saying we will go with all Gambians. That What does that mean? PPP is open. If we will have gone solo, we wouldn't have invited welcome Sekou Shah.
Okay.
And therefore, if any grand coalition signals anywhere, our doors are open.
Yes.
Of course.
Opposition coalition.
Opposition coalition.
Why not?
Well, you will not, of course, ally with the NPP as you've done.
I told you in the
You
beginning
already
here.
said we are opposition, so we cannot align with the ruling of.
I told him
But
here.
are you
No,
so,
no.
So you are no longer partners of the PPP since Keba Jallow left.
We are no longer
Partners of the NPP.
NPP.
Where are we?
Of course, under Keba Jallow you were.
No, we were not. This is
You
the-
were under Keba Jallow. Come on.
No.
You were there.
No, this is the misunderstanding.
No, Keba Jallow in fact had to come and said they will probably end that relation because the PPP did not have anything in the coalition.
Lamin,
So there was a coalition.
Can I take you back? Can I take
Papa
you back?
Njai perhaps was made the High Commissioner because he probably was compensated.
Can I take you back? Can I take you back, Lamin?
You were
You cannot tell me anything that I don't know. 2016, we had a grand coalition, which put President Barrow at the head of this country. We were going. That was everybody, not just people.
Yes, that was everybody. What I'm talking about
Now,
2021.
no, hold on. 2021.
Yes.
President Barrow formed his party. When did he form his party?
2019.
2019. But 2021, he was actively in politics as a political party. You see, people,
And the people who was in his coalition.
Listen, let me tell you something. You don't wash all your dirty linens in public. If you say coalition, I was the national president by then. There was nowhere, no date, no day that I could remember that PPP and the MPP executives sat together and discussed coalition.
It's very telling, but you were in the coalition. The people who
No,
was
we
in the
were
coalition.
not. No, if you go back to everything,
So,
you
but
will
how
be
did you-
seeing only Keba Jallow and few people following back. I was not there. Many people were.
But from what we know from the books.
No, it was.
Keba
Well,
Jallow.
can you from which books?
From the books that PPP was part of the NPP coalition.
Can you remember? What did you remember?
2021. Where were you?
What could
Of-
you
you were
remember?
there.
No, could you remember?
PPP was
But
there.
can you remember when President Barrow announced that he was going to go with APRC and
You know,
NRP.
no, you know where the trouble started.
No,
I'm
you
telling you
cannot
where
tell
the
me
trouble
what-
started.
if
That
we
is-
were in coalition-
That is the parliamentary election. That, and
No,
even
it
Keba
doesn't
Jallow-
matter. As a party, as a political
Yeah, but
party.
that's when we know
No.
that there is a difference now, because even Keba Jallow came out with that to say, well, they don't like that. They don't like to be told by the in fact, the NPP invited all the partners and left PPP out.
Well, that proved to you that we were not.
That was when we know that.
That we were not part of the coalition.
No.
Stop answer the question now, Lamin. Let's not drag the question.
No,
No,
I
will
want to do
not
that.
agree.
You were part of
no,
the
Lamin,
on the other points.
I would not agree
Some-
with you. We
yes,
were not. We were.
Yeah, you were there until at that
This is
point.
misleading.
When
This is
Keba
misleading.
himself came to say.
This issue is misleading on behalf of people.
No, but to be
Yeah.
frank, Keba himself did not like that. Because he came and said, come on, we have been left out. And in fact, he said the job that Papa Njai is doing was not given to him on account of his being PPP.
You have to differentiate two things.
Yeah.
To support a political party and to be part of a coalition are two different things.
Well, supporting and part of
Yeah,
it.
that's
I
what Keba was doing.
Lamin,
Okay, tell me,
I
tell
can clarify what the former national president, which is Auntie Dutra, what he's saying now.
Yeah.
During that time, on that position, she did not have any document that
Exactly.
signed or where she sat as somebody like the chairperson of the National Executive Committee, because that's what our constitution clarify. Any coalition, it is the National Executive Committee that will agree to that coalition. There was nowhere she sat.
Oh, we sat.
We
Not
sat
me.
to make that agreement, that a coalition. But I will not also deny the fact that the then Secretary General Keba Jallow has sat here and agreed that we are in that coalition.
We are in the coalition.
And that's what you are saying.
That's what I'm saying.
Now, when you go to to court, tendering some documents, and Tidita will be the winner because there is no document that shows that we are on a coalition. But we 100% supported NPP after the 2016 coalition. We supported NPP.
And you were given jobs? Your people were given jobs?
You are
Only Papa Njai.
Papa Njai.
Keba Jallow said that job was given to him on account of his relationship with the president.
And I made it clear. I made it clear. But they made it clear that they did that because we are working together. NPP made that clarification. So we will take that because they offered that job. And they told us the reason why they gave that job
was because you supported them.
Because we supported them.
Keba Jallow said that job was given to Papa on account of his relations with the president.
Yeah, of course.
That's what relations. Now you have said it all.
What? That's what Keba said, not me.
Now, his relations are not based on coalition. He said to you his relationship with the
So
president.
you were with the NPP until after the elections when they called people and left you out.
No. I am telling you officially, we were not part of the coalition. We were supporting.
So Lamin, let me.
You did not sign anything.
No. Yeah, let me come.
That was on the cable.
Let me conclude.
Now, categorically, you are not in any partnership with NPP.
Yes.
No.
Under the new leadership.
No.
Obviously. And I made it clear here with you that we are an opposition party and we want a change. And our doors are open and we will contest every election. So going solo in this situation of this country, it is not possible for any political party. Even the NPP
the
himself.
UDP said they can do it alone.
Well, they know their strength. But looking at the demography, they've said it's 20%.
Well, the survey.
The survey.
They said the survey is not election.
Okay, it's not election, but the survey is 20%. Where is the 80%? That is why PPP is for Gambians. Like she said, we will go with everybody. If any grand coalition talk comes anywhere, it's not that we'll fold our hands, we'll open our doors to meet up with that and discuss the interest of the country. And that is why we are even encouraged to come here today. Not the history of PPP that...
Yeah, but looking forward.
Yes, looking forward.
No, I wanted us to go back to clarify and then we go back to your plans for the
what the public there are interested in. Now, what is the way forward?
Exactly. That's what I was going to ask.
The way forward.
That's what I started. Now, what is the way forward? Are you going to be part of a coalition or any coalition?
That is why we've sown this signal by welcoming Sekou Sao, who has this country at heart.
I see.
He left America. He came and invested here, and he have a very good track record. And then he told us his interest, and it's because of the interest he has for the country that is why we welcome him. If he had an interest, individual interest, or only partisan, we would have not opened this kind of opportunities for him. And then we've welcomed him. He bought a membership card. He has equal right as a member of the party to go to any position.
Is it not a marriage of convenience, as people said?
Marriage of what convenience?
A marriage of convenience. Your opponent said Sekou Sako is looking for registration. He couldn't find it yet from the IEC. And now he's found a registered political party that will be willing to accommodate him to the flag bearer. So he said, well, then why not I forget about mine and go into it?
Nene have said it.
What do you make
If you close this door, windows will open. Have subordinate. Yes, he said it. So if one door is open, the other door can be open. If one door is closed, the other door can be open. So if he tried to register his party and he has a lot of challenges which he is not allowed to understand, and there is a way forward to bring his agenda to the people, obviously, Mr. Cham, we want a change.
He could still contest elections if that is what he wants, even without a political party.
And that is what is not going to help the Gambia.
Hey, Adam Barrow won as an independent.
No, that's a different situation. Anti-Buta could say that.
Let me tell you something.
That's a different situation.
Political parties back
He's trying to be smart for us.
I know I'm smart.
No, you are trying to be smart.
Political parties back, but
independent on which body? On which umbrella?
He was independent. He resigned from the UDP.
And become independent
Only that the UDP did not dump him, but he resigned. He had to resign.
Flag
according to the
bearer
arrangement.
for who?
For the coalition.
You have answered the question. now.
Okay, he also can.
Now let me tell you something.
He can forget his party.
Now let me tell you something.
Eh.
You are talking about Sekou Saho this, Sekou Saho that. Let me tell you, all these parties I'm seeing in the Gambia.
There's a lot of them. So
Not a single one. I am telling you something. Mark it now in your calendar here that I said it today. There is no single party amongst us who will go solo on your own and win this election.
It's not possible.
It's not possible. Whether you believe in it or not, I am telling you as a grassroots politician who knows what is going on in this country, what percentage each of these people have, where they have it, how they will have it. I am telling you that no single party, I mean no single party. Don't ask me even those ones, don't even ask me. I said all the parties. I am the one who's saying it. No single party will win this election going solo.
So, but virtually you're saying that the PPP will be in some sort of coalition.
We are
Certainly.
open. We are open.
If possible.
If possible. If that is going to be.
How have you been in touch, apart from the Sekou Saho golden era, have you been contacted?
We are not telling you anything. That is our homework. We're doing our homework. We are not telling you we have contacted so and so and so. We have contacted.
And no party contacted you?
I am not telling you anything. Apart from Sekou Saho, I'm not telling you anything.
So we assume that it's only Sekou Saho who contacted.
No, I'm not telling you that. I did not say that.
Yeah.
I did not say that.
What do you make
We
of
are open to grand coalition. That's all I can tell you.
grand opposition coalition?
Exactly.
But you certainly will not go to NPP even if they invite you.
Yes. I
not.
will not go.
I mean the PPP.
We will not go. For me, I will not go.
Okay, so how do you see the political landscape now and the latest and the last opinion poll? In fact, they didn't even mention PPP. I don't think you.
Yes, I know that.
They said orders.
I've been following
zero
them.
orders.
Yes, I've been following
You
them.
are part of the zero.
I've been following them. We are zero. Yes, we can be zero. We might be something tomorrow.
They said orders.
Every party starts somewhere.
So, okay, what do you make of the opinion poll?
What I make of it is that at the moment, Gambians have not even decided. It is a scattered crowd of, I don't know how to call it.
It's like everybody is helter-skelter yet. Nobody has come.
Nobody.
But the poll said...
If we had already decided, all these small parties that are coming up, I don't call them small, but they are parties. But I don't think that is sensible. I don't think that is something that we are all opting for. I don't think some people don't believe in change. They just want to be there in the political arena. Yes. Because I have said it. I am saying it.
So what do you make of the polls? Because if let me say to someone now, people were asked, which party do you think could win? And according to the polls, majority of people said it would be NPP. But then they were asked also, how are they going to vote? And a lot of percentage said they would rather vote for another candidate. So the people have concluded that, okay, whereas people who think, and then you must underline think, and those who actually wanted to vote for Barrow is different. So some people will be coming to say, okay, maybe there's nothing for Barrow to be proud about in these polls, because obviously people think he will win, but then they said, less people said they will vote for him. What do you make of that?
Yeah, thank you. You said opinion. Opinion, of course, it matters. But that does not mean those parties that are zero cannot make a difference in that opinion pool. It's just an opinion. But mind you, the undecided voters, even that opinion pool, they don't know what percentage it is. Every day you talk to a youth, you talk to 5 youth, you will see 2 people that will say, I don't want to vote. And they mean it. I will not vote, and they mean it. Or who told you they cannot change their mind if they are convinced for 1 minute? And this is the chance that PPP is giving to the Gambians with Sehu Saho. And that is why we don't want to keep him until the latter part, like we kept Barrow. Maybe, I think Barrow was known 3 months before elections.
To the outsiders, to UDP outsiders, yes.
Exactly. So, but we don't want to do that as a party. We are, in the opinion pool, we are 0. But God knows that 0 can make a difference in that opinion. And we are not going to relent. We are not going to give up. We will push the cause, the love we have for this country. And that is why our doors will be open for any coalition talk. To make so, this opinion pool that NPP winning, which we all Gambians know that it is not favorable if NPP wins.
So you don't agree with the opinion poll that most people, when asked,
it's an opinion. I'm not concluding with it. It's an opinion. It could change. And when it changes, I cannot say, they will hold me responsible. Karfa, but you agreed with what this. So if it changed, where is my position?
So you still think that the category that the poll described as others, who are 0, that include the PPP, of course, because they did not name PPP.
Exactly.
So it's among the others. You mean you could still make a difference?
Very clear. We could. With orders and orders and orders. Yes.
Okay. So let's talk about the opinion poll. Apart from likely to win, it discuss governance, corruption. It discuss also third term. It says the government should do a lot to fight corruption. The PPP, what's your stance on corruption? Do you agree with the polls that there should be a lot more to do in fighting corruption, the perception of corruption? I mean, the government has always said it's easier said than proof. They said they have to follow process when there are allegations, and perception alone can't make them act. But the polls and many people said they are not doing anything to fight it. What do you make of that defense that the government put up?
I want to comment.
Yeah, Auntie?
Yeah, you comment.
Yes, Karafa?
Yes, for PPP, that the area of corruption in that pools, for PPP, we've been long-standing to say no to corruption. Because looking at during PPP's time
in the 1960s, 70s, 80s, and 90s,
we were accused of corruption.
Yes.
And then a lot of findings went in. There was nowhere to prove in the public that this is it. Lamin Cham is found wanting. This guy is found wanting.
Well, the law may not find, the process may not find people wanting, but
that was the essence of the law.
There were evidence.
Exactly.
But there were evidence of people getting
that is
richer than their actual legitimate pay.
I agree.
Yeah.
I agree. But that is why I'm saying PPP at this moment now, whatever we do, it is clear to the public. And that is why people are challenging this present government.
I mean, there is now many ways to prove.
For PPP at the moment, internally, there is nothing that you want to know about PPP and they will not tell you, except things that are not yet, that are in the process, that are not yet organized, like that of Sehu Saho's.
The flag bearer.
Yes, but now that the form is out, it is clear that he was not conclusively that he's our flag bearer, period.
He was just...
he was an aspiring candidate.
Yeah, but with the support of the executive.
Obviously, you must have support. Because if we don't support him, he will not even come in.
But if the executive support him, I'm trying to tell you, that will make the process meaningless for others who want to come.
No.
But they might feel intimidated. This is already supported by Antiduta and Karafa. So who am I to
It is a challenging position. So if anybody going for that, know that it is a challenging position. It's not a position that you just go get it. So what I'm trying to say, PPP will really stand firm in that aspect.
On the polls.
On the polls, we agree on that. Yes, that the NPP,
What do you say? Okay, you share the fact. The Paul's position that more fighting needs to be done against corruption.
Very clear.
How about what they said about the two past governments performing better than Barrow's government? I mean, MPP were very mad when they compared them with Jammeh's. They didn't say much about Jawara's regime, but I heard them saying that they did even more than Jawara did. So what did you say about the poll? We said both Jawara and Jammeh's regimes did better than Barrow's.
That is why I said what the public wants now, what is the way forward. If we want to go back there, it is not even possible. Auntie said it there, you cannot compare Jawara's regime.
No, but you have to ask actually specifically, did you agree with the polls that Jawara and Jammeh did better than... Okay, let's talk about...
Yes,
I agree. Talk about Jawara.
Of course, I agree with that polls because what...
You agree that even Jammeh, I'm not talking about Jawara, Jammeh did better than Barrow?
Very clear. Because what Jammeh...
How can you do that?
What Jammeh has get us how do you call it? As a... is it loan that they call it or what?
Or the debt.
Good, edit that part. What Jammeh has as debt compared to what Barrow have as debt, you cannot measure that. And so combining Jammeh and Jawara, Barrow has almost double that.
But, so that but they didn't have much to show than them.
No. Well, I will agree. You see, I am a very perfect man.
Many things to show.
I will agree. He has shown more than the former president. But who prepared those platforms for him to be able to come and finish? He did a lot of finishing.
He initiated projects that we are not here before.
Like what?
Like the roads that time.
Which road?
Before,
no. Lamin Cham knows more than us.
Now you can go from Gamtel, you go up to Mariana, up to Mariama Kunda, up to Mariama Kunda, where the Christian shrine is.
Yes.
Those were not started by Jawara.
That's true.
And they were not paved by Jammeh. And you go to, how to call it, the roads, all the 20 roads that are from the OIC under the province where the Gambia government itself funded road projects in Hakaland and so many other places, we are not there. I mean, there were roads, but they were not roads, they were just pathways that people were got. He initiated and completed them.
There were pathways that led to roads, isn't it?
Wow.
How were those pathways built?
But you can't call them that.
Through hard labor.
But he initiated and completed them.
No, he did not. He did not initiate them. He completed them.
Don't use the word initiate.
But there were new roads.
New roads found them already mapped and shaped.
Of course, the roads have been there for centuries ago.
Exactly.
We know that, but they were not called roads.
But now you are telling me the debts he accumulated.
Yes. Whether he has not shown more than Jawara and Jammeh.
So
what he has done from those laws.
Should he not have done better?
Okay.
Than what you are talking about?
Maybe you could have said that.
That says this. That says it.
But that's economic and social matters. But comparing Jammeh to him, it's like the survey said, and that's just one part. In other parts, it's unthinkable, perhaps very unfair to say that Jammeh did better than him on the account of human rights, press freedom, freedom of the people, civil liberties. You can't talk about that. They were not non-existent under Jammeh.
That's some people's opinion. Lamin, you cannot deny people their opinion. That's their opinion.
But do you agree?
Not everybody's opinion.
Do you agree that on that account Jammeh is better than Barrow?
I will not answer that question.
Many people find that difficult to agree with that part of the poll.
Yeah.
Somebody, do you agree with that part?
I will agree in that part because
do you agree that Jammeh's human rights records better than Jammeh's?
I never said that.
Nobody can compare that.
No, you cannot compare.
Better than Barrow's? No. Barrow's human right is better than Jammeh's.
Okay. So
yes.
So you disagree with at least with that one?
Yes.
Of course, everybody does.
Because
but you have mix of too many things.
No.
I said you have mix of.
I have not. I said, did you agree?
Now you are taking it one by one. But before you combined everything.
came with bulk.
You combined
no, we
everything.
discussed the
That's
economic-
why I said I declined to answer.
No, we discussed the economic and social aspect.
Yes.
And there you disagreed. You said, well, wherever Barrow put roads, the roads had existed before.
Yes.
All right, I agree that, okay, there might have been roads. Because roads have been roads have been created 100 years ago, but there were roads in real sense.
Let me come here. You gave example of good food.
Yeah.
During Jamme's time, how many times did Jamme promise to build that road, and what happened?
He did not build them.
Why?
Well, I mean, at the time, I think he often said if they don't vote for him, he will not build it. He said that in the Kiangs and many places. He said, you have to vote for me, I build it.
So, how comes Barrow was able to fix that road? What happened?
What happened was the OIC provided funds for 20 feeder roads, and Barrow's government considered that road, among others, to be built.
Who initiated that OIC? Is it Jamme's government or Jawara's government?
Well, OIC.
That is why.
No.
That is why Auntie is telling you that.
No,
the initiation.
Listen. The decision by the OIC to come to Gambia for a summit, the initial talks was done by Jammeh.
By Jawara?
Not Jammeh. Jawara was part of a principal player in the organization of OIC, its formation, and I know that.
Of course.
But for it to come to Banjul meeting was never initiated by.
No, but it should have come. Somebody who is part of an initiating a house.
If you said Jawara started or enrolled Gambia into a membership of the OIC, which Jawara was not only a member, he was a key player. He was even chairman.
That's it.
He was even chairman.
So then don't ignore that.
He even mediated through the OIC the first Gulf War. That's Iran-Iraq war. That's true. We know that.
Okay.
So yes, I know the PPP's argument have always been all what is happening today was started by Jawara. We agreed.
You cannot disagree with that.
No, not
nobody.
No, we agreed.
Okay.
But you can't discount what has been done after him too.
No, we did not.
It's a follow-up.
We did not discount. We are
each
saying
government is a follow-up of another government.
Mr. Cham.
So when Barrow said he did more than these two governments, you don't agree?
That is why we want to remove the word more.
You want him to be humble a little bit.
Perfect.
Exactly.
Yes.
Okay.
That is the quality of a leader.
Okay.
Yes.
But he has done tremendously well in terms of those infrastructures that were started by Jawara, neglected by Jammeh, because Jammeh obviously had his position. You do it for me or I don't do it for you. So he improved what has been left by Jawara and neglected by Jammeh. So I'm saying that on the socio-economic aspect, corruption, maybe you could say, okay, maybe Barrow fell behind.
Yes.
But in terms of civil liberties, democracy, rule of law, infrastructure, I mean, you can't agree with the polls on those accounts.
And he did not do more than Jawara, because all what you are saying, it was possible during Jawara's time. Freedom of speech, infrastructure, with that capacity.
They were perfect.
Yes, we know that.
With that capacity.
Yeah. And also Jawara, according to PPP, he did what was actually the capacity of the country. He didn't want to borrow recklessly.
Here you come.
So what has been your argument? I know your argument very well.
Exactly.
That Jawara cut his coat according to his size.
To his size.
He didn't want to borrow recklessly because he knew other areas will have problems.
Lamin, you are proud of all these roads we have built. Are you proud of the loans we have accumulated and we are going to pay, our sons will pay, and our grandchildren will pay?
We know that.
Are you proud of that?
Well, if
you proud? Answer me.
I'm proud of the roads. But
are you proud of the consequence?
Listen, I do not agree entirely with how some of the monies were applied, and whether they are applied fully. I may have one or two things today, but we're comparing performances. So if Barrow falls on the other aspect, he definitely tried well in other aspects. And that's how governance is. No government can do it perfectly well.
I mean, I have told you we have moved to, I can say, a third era.
Okay. Finally, on the polls, they talk about third term. I mean, the poll said overwhelmingly, most Gambians overwhelmingly said his going for a third term is going to weaken democracy. That's how they put it. Weaken democracy. Do you agree with that, Samuel?
Very clear.
You think?
I agree with that.
So, what? In which ways do you think it will weaken democracy?
What we are fighting for, especially Africa, staying in power for long, it really affects governance. You understand? And it makes the government, I will not use the word brutal, but it makes the government feel that they have the final say.
Autocratic.
Exactly.
It leads them to autocracy, overstay.
Overstay leads them to a lot of things. So at the end of the day, the country will not be at peace. So how, like I said last program here, I said, how do we go about this? It's the same people, because it's the constitution, we did not change it. Like Ma said, we want to change it, but it is not possible. How are we going to make it possible? Let's just hold our votes carefully and go and make a clear change to the polls. It is not, we cannot force Barrow and say you must not go for the third time, because the constitution said it there. It is there in the constitution. So he must go for it. But let him go. But when the election comes, all Gambians take your votes and go and vote for somebody.
And that will stop him. Okay.
That will stop him
automatically
from going to the third time.
That's your view of it. Okay, Antiluda, do you agree with the polls that most of the people said if he tries to go for a third term, it will make us lose the gains we made in democracy?
Not only the gains in democracy, it will make the government lose their credibility. Right now, many Gambians, any corner of this country you go, people are complaining about something. Not only corruption, cost of living, insecurity. Are you aware that many people are insecure in this country? Are you aware of that?
Well, I do hear of.
Are you monitoring the crimes that are being committed in this country?
Yeah, I know. But I've been aware. I mean, the police have always argued that some of the crimes are actually...
So if he wants to go for a third term, which is another 5 years from 2026, people will become fed up.
Oh, you mean things that are bad will go worse?
Will go worse. They'll go worse, I'm telling you. Because
but things that are good,
why they will go worse, let me tell you why they will go worse.
Things that are good also can go better.
No, things that
can
are
get better.
Let me tell you, the same people that are there to make those things work will be the same people, or more or less some people like them, who will be there to continue the system. It is the system we want to change.
Okay, Auntie Dura Kamaso, as the Vice Chair of the Board of Trustees of the People's Progressive Party, the PPP, and Karafa Sambo is the Vice Treasurer of the PPP. Thank you, both of you, very much for coming on the platform to clarify the PPP's position on these matters and general political matters. We will, of course, hope that we will have more of you on the brunch as we head towards the elections. But now I want to thank you very much for coming. The brunch will be back on Saturday, inshallah. Goodbye for now.
Ja Oil ñoom ñoo jiitu si wàllum jaay essence si biir réew mi te ñu def ko warugal pour kontaan loo suñu client yi borom moto yi ak driver yi seen jaaxare jeex na léegi pour am essence bu baax ak njëg bu yomba lii sax moo tax ñu amal leen banxaas fépp si biir réew mi pour essence bu baax bu set benn place rek la muy Ja Oil soo soxlae essence bu set essence bu baax gasoil wala kerosene naa la wax ne Jah Oil rek mooy jëmukaay ga doxantul rek si bépp banxaasi Jah Oil nga am si bànneex ak Jah Oil seen bànneex mooy suñ taxawaay moo tax ñu amoon leen banxaas bépp si biir réew mi nim gën a yombee pour yow ak suñ liggéeykat yu xarañ yi naa la won ne mbégte rek nga see jël pour am essence bu baax pour say machine fenn place rek la mooy sa Jah Oil ak Jah Oil bànneex kese la moo tax sax suñ station si nekk ca Costa Road ak Banjul wàññil nañ leen njëgi essence bi foofu noonu pour am si lu leer mun ngaa call si 770-8080 322 9070 714 7273 wala 787-1321 Jah Oil, the pride of the nation.
Traveling has never been this simple in the Gambia. Oh yes, you don't need to visit the GTSA depot just to get a ticket. Just download the Yona Wallet app today and enjoy hassle-free bookings. With Yona Wallet, you can buy your GTSC bus ticket right from your phone, anytime, anywhere. From Kanifing to Dakar, Dakar to Banjul, or upcountry routes like Kanifing to Basse and Basse to Banjul, Yona Wallet has you covered. No queues, no stress. Just safe, fast, and convenient ticketing at your fingertips. Choose comfort. Choose convenience. Choose GTSC with Yona Wallet. Yona Wallet. Your money, your way. GTSC. Moving the nation forward. For more information, please call 1124 or 221-1668.
Jamano Money Transfer Bureau de Change, your go-to option when it comes to money transfer. With Jamano, you can send money from anywhere in the world to your family and loved ones in the Gambia and be sure the funds will be delivered to them within the shortest time possible. For your convenience, funds sent through Jamano Money Transfer can be picked from all the banks and multiple other financial institutions, including Ajib Bank, Trust Bank, GT Bank, Mega Bank, Basic Bank, Reliance Financial Services, and Approved Services. Visit our head office at Bruceby opposite AfricMed next to Trust Bank Limited or email us at info@jamanomt.com. You can as well call us on 310-3050 or 310-3051 or yet still 733-0688. Our opening hours are 8 a.m. to 8 p.m. Monday to Saturday and 9 a.m. to 4 p.m. on Sunday. Jamano Money Transfer, your most trusted money transfer service where customer satisfaction is paramount. When you think of a simple, fast, and reliable money transfer, think Jamano Money Transfer.
I get it.
Mbijano aganyadi.
Albaka.
Mbaka important.
Yo, nga transfer la sto.
Ya transfer la.
Ha, code nyingi.
Okay. Important. Nsila ID soto.
Sa soto. Sorry. I get it.
Mbijano bro.
Albaka.
Mbaka.
Bara alla service o tariaka.
Mbale.
Mo ki janna nun kunu bara tariaka.
Janno mi yona forest de bureau. Gambia tonkon na no mbali ya bere. Birim koyna fo katon.
Bari si kodo kino katon nim fo bolong blabe to.
56 branches mola soto Gambia jam.
Ha?
Gambia kono anin Gambia bantala bankol. Nko kono kiya bere to. Kodo sifa fo falindiro fo nyaadi lafta memmen na kodi to poto nin kodi maraw. Jannom number 1 ti nyonta. Andum fana nata anoda enterprise sotale. Wolam nyindi ko domorol fana kol fana be firale le dadi manin domorol ni fana beteat. Gambia dawda yalo ngam fa kendol sotale je.
Wo moyo diat.
Apelenta
baraka. Ni ma lafta nyelen kendol e binaji.
Yalo bukani la ko la baraka ba.
Yalo ndel chosano lo.
Baraka.